Last one for everyone, and now you all have to declare whether you're in the Chairman's Lounge or not. What did we think of Alan Joyce today at that committee, but also what I was mentioning before about, Qatar, all the sort of clever little relationships, Chairman's Lounge, all the rest of it here. Caroline, I've got to say is that while there were substantive questions he had to answer, he really wasn't given a chance to answer many of them because it was like, well, we've got 45 minutes and the Senator's got to go. Somebody else, quick. He starts answering, no, we'll change. Just spend the whole day with him.
They should have.
There's plenty of things to tip over.
They could spend a week with him.
Yeah.
There's that much scrutiny that needs to be applied, but I'm not satisfied at all. I mean, he wouldn't even answer any questions about Chairman's Lounge.
Oh, privacy.
And if it's privacy, it's privacy. Even though, all the people in our corridors of power...
They all take selfies in there.
...club, including now the sons of, the son of the Prime Minister himself. And I think you're absolutely right. And I made this point previously. I'm sure you weren't watching the program when you were jetting around the world.
Forgive me.
I think it stinks, the relationship that we're seeing, him buddying up with the government and the Prime Minister in particular, and yet making these deals, the government's making these deals with Qantas so that the Qatar can't
and then the Assistant Treasurer is coming out and saying, we're doing this to keep the profitability of the airline. Nicholas, as a bloke who, if he's not already, would one day dream of that Chairman's Lounge thing, it's all a little too cosy sometimes, and every now and then everyone can see it for what it actually is. It's a pretty cosy little game at the moment.
Yeah, So look, I do think more flights coming to Australia are a good thing for Australian holidaymakers, Australian, people travelling for business. Good for Australia. So I, like you, am struggling to understand the Qatar decision.
Good.
The truth is, Qantas flights are higher than they were before COVID, and there's less Qantas planes flying than there was before COVID. So I want to see prices come down. I want to see more planes flying, and whatever the government can do to make that happen, I'm behind.
Well, they're in a position to do it, and they're the ones who turned around and didn't. Steve, I've got 30 seconds. You know what it's like when they're in your ear. We want to play the ads and then get off to the late debate in a second, so make it quick for me.
Yeah. I couldn't possibly comment on what club I might not be in or not in because of privacy issues.
He's in.
Privacy, mate. So, privacy, national security.
You might leave it at that.
Yeah, all right. Thank you.
You're not going to let him get away with that, are you, Paul Murray?
Yeah, I am, because there's ads and I want people to purchase the products that keep us on the air. This ain't Channel 2. We'll see you again next week. Thank you, guys.